YouTube, internet. Can you believe it's already next gen already? Jeez. Time flies, huh? I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not really that excited that it's next gen. Now, don't get me wrong, I do enjoy my Wii U. I think it's a fantastic system, it's a lot of fun. But here's the thing. I was talking to a couple people about this online, a couple buddies of mine, fellow YouTubers, and a lot of people are kind of just like, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, whatever the decision that you make, they're probably going to have very similar games. There's not much of a difference at this point. Not too many exclusives that have been announced. Now, sure, there was Killer Instinct and a couple of other games. But here's the thing. Hear me out. Most systems in the past have launched with that one title, that one game that you're just like, I gotta have this. And I'm not really getting that sense this time around. And maybe it's age, maybe I'm getting older, maybe there's less time available in the day for me to get excited about this stuff. Maybe it's just, times are changing and launch games are not as excitable. I don't know. That's kind of why I've opened this up, and I want to know I want to get your opinion. What do you think about the current, let's rephrase that, current generation of video games? The Wii U, the PlayStation 4, and the Xbox One. I'm curious. I want to know what people think about the games that are coming out for this system. Not only that, but the systems themselves, what you think, now that everything's out. So we can rule out the whole, alright, well, we're seeing this, and we've seen video of that, and we've seen what this system can do, and what that system can do, and what their policies are, and what these policies are. It's over. There's no more speculation. This is Xbox One, this is PlayStation 4, and way in the back, there's Wii U. What games are you actually excited about, Internet, for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Wii U? I mean, the Wii U, don't get me wrong, they're going to churn out Nintendo titles left and right here, but what are you excited about? And this is coming from a fellow Wii U user. What are you excited about that's not a Nintendo title in the next year? Name one game. I challenge you to name one game. Watch Dogs is the only thing I can think of. Everything else, nothing's really... I mean, Bayonetta, that's kind of first party, though, because Nintendo's publishing it. So, third-party support is really lacking right now. I'm hoping that it picks up, but it's looking kind of grim. It looks like this is going to be like an N64 sort of, back in the day, Nintendo 64, first party and second party was pretty much it. There was third-party games that were released, but sometimes you had to go huge stretches, like months, without playing games. And I think indie developers are really what's going to save the Wii U. Now, PlayStation 4 could say the same thing. They've tried to develop the whole indie relationship and really trying to build that up. And I think that's important. I think that's good. And I think Sony's doing very well there. I'm more worried about these AAA titles that are coming out. Sure, you've got the Metal Gears and you've got the Final Fantasies that they're working on and everything. But I have yet to see, me personally, anything that is in the next 6 to 8 months that's coming out for the PlayStation 4 that I'm like, I gotta have that. Like, I need the system for that game. Even the Wii U, I immediately saw at least 2 to 3 titles instantly for launch that I was like, alright, I want that. I want to play that. I mean, Ninja Gaiden 3, Razor's Edge was awesome. A lot better than the Xbox version. New Super Mario Bros. Wii U was awesome in Nintendo Land. So right off the bat, those 3 games, they were must-haves in my collection. For down the road, I mean, we've got a potential Metroid game, hopefully Star Fox, maybe Zelda, of course, the new Mario kit that just came out, Mario 3D World. What else? I mean, there's a lot of really cool games. I've got already, 5 to 6 titles in my library for the Wii U. And my rule of thumb is that you don't buy a system without 5 games that are either pretty much confirmed coming through the pipeline or are projected to come out in the future. So then you've got the Xbox. Now, a lot of people have been hating on the Xbox. Personally, I don't know what it is. It's not even about the fact that, you know, the Kinect and comes with it and all that stuff. I have a hard time believing that Microsoft, first off, and I'm a huge Microsoft fan. I have a Windows phone. I want a Surface. Like, I'm a huge fan of Microsoft stuff. I have a Windows computer. I fully support Microsoft and Windows. But on top of that, and I am a 360 owner. I picked the 360 over the PS3. I did not like the PS3. I didn't like the hardware at the time. There's some games that I really wanted for it, but I just wasn't a fan of PlayStation 3. I owned a PlayStation 2. I still do. I own a PS1. I go way back with both Sony and Nintendo. Microsoft and the 360, I love my 360. I think it's a great system. But for the Xbox One, the only game that struck me as, I gotta have this, is Killer Instinct. And when I found out that it was free to play, no full retail release, 1 character only at launch, and then you can buy extra characters for like $5 or whatever, and only like 8 characters at the beginning of the, as far as like the full pack, and then they're gonna announce, like, what is that? What is that? So, very little on the pipeline as far as like Xbox. A lot of shooters, just stuff I'm not really into. So right now I'm sticking with Nintendo. So if you ask me what system I'm gonna have in the next like year, I'm gonna say the Wii U. As sad as it is to say, in terms of being worried about the titles that are coming out in the future. So too long, didn't read. What do you think? I want to know what the internet thinks about the new systems that have come out, these high-def systems, and are you planning on supporting? Because you've still got these titles that are coming out for the Wii, for the 360 and the PS3. You've got the Final Fantasy X and X-2 high-def editions coming out. So there's still some titles in the pipeline for PS3 and Xbox 360. So. I want to know what you think. Are you going to, first off, are you going to get a Wii U, a PS4, or an Xbox One in the next year? And if you are, what titles have you the most excited? The most, I have to have this, I have to own this. I'm curious what your thoughts are. So leave a comment below, not like down here, below, and let me know what you think. I'm curious, and let's get a discussion going. Again, this is Mike Tendo. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more from my channel.